Every day, society teeters on the brink of collapse, held up by just one thing. Stick around, and we're going to talk about what that is and how we can prevent everything from falling in around us. There's a lot of people who think and have a perception that everything around us is a well oiled machine of society. And one of the things that I've discovered recently in my journey is how far from the truth that really is, and how close we really are every single day to complete and utter chaos. Now, I want you to just sit and think for a minute about the last time that you went to a fast food place. You go through the drive through, and there's like 8 cars in front of you, and you're wondering why it's taking so long. And by the time you get up to the cashier, you see that the person is frazzled and they've just been thrown all these words and things from people because people are mad and they just want to have their food. What we don't see from the inside is how long has that person who took your order been working there? Did they get trained properly? Did they get encouragement for the job that they're doing? There's so many things for just that one little job of taking your order at a drive-through that if they weren't there, it falls apart. Think about going to your own place of work. How many times have you personally gone to work and by the end of the day, you just wonder how the you got through this? I know I've had several times where I've gotten in the car before and just blinked my eyes and literally said out loud, "What the hell just happened?" And I was talking about my entire day. So when we understand that these things happen, not just out there, but in the places that we work, the places that we go to every single day, day in, day out. And somehow it keeps working. Society isn't held together by perfect systems, and it's certainly not held together by flawless leaders. It's held together by individuals who think on their feet, who are often untrained and sometimes even unqualified to be in the role that they serve. But day in and day out, these individuals come together and keep it going. You see, it has nothing to do at times with that person at the top telling everyone how to do it or the way that they want it done. It's the people that are there on the ground level, people who are experienced at what they do on a daily basis because they do it every single day. And quite often, that leader isn't down on the floor enough with the people to really understand what it is that they do on a daily basis. I can tell you on more than one occasion at my previous job, I saw people take unbelievable, insurmountable challenges and rise to a level that no one thought possible. And the people that I'm talking about weren't the leadership, they weren't the management. They were the people working the front lines. They were the people who were more in the customer support area. Those people really knew what a customer needed. And the leadership Even though they've had all this experience, even though they have all this information and data at their fingertips, they were missing one vital component: daily operations. You see, when you do something every day, you find ingenious ways to get that done. And you do so for a couple reasons. One, you want to make sure that you're doing your job. Two, you want to make sure that you don't screw it up. I don't know how much plainer to get than that. This is one of those things that makes the world go around, yet a lot of people think that it is a company. It's an Apple, it's an IBM, it's City Hall, it's the Senate, it's the White House. When the truth that I see is that it is held together by the thinnest of filaments that could snap at any moment, but they don't, because the people, those individuals, are working their ass off to keep that thing together. And those are the things that you need to wake up every morning and know deep inside. You fucking matter when you go to work. I don't care. I don't care what somebody said. I don't care what somebody may have done. You matter. And I'm telling you, when I'm driving down the road sometimes, I get to a red light and I'll sense everyone around me in their vehicles going to where they're going. And I know that every single one of them plays some kind of role in my life in some way. They might be going to that fast food restaurant or that convenience store. They might be the person that holds it together that day and keeps that company from going belly up. You see, when it comes right down to it, we just need to redefine the fact of who's really in charge. I think when we begin to realize that those people who are in these high positions of power, whether it be a president or whether it be a manager at a McDonald's, the people in power often aren't the ones who are doing the daily task. And I don't mean to downplay any CEO's role. And I certainly don't mean to diminish the hard work that they may have done. But what I am going to do is to remind everyone that when you sit down with a billionaire, they don't look any fucking different. They've got skin, they're wearing clothes, I hope. They take a crap when they wake up in the morning. They got $1 billion. Big fucking deal. Great. But don't get caught up in the fact that that money truly buys them anything of true value. No, let's redefine who's really in charge. And that's us on an individual basis. I want each and every person to come to a decision that you are worthy, that you matter, that your place at the cash register or at the French fry machine or sitting at a computer taking phone calls or giving someone a massage. You matter. And you matter way more than any fucking billionaire or any CEO. So let's redefine who's in charge here. And let's remember that they can't take what we don't give them. You are a beautiful and wonderful individual. Don't let anybody tarnish that. I know I did once. And I'm not going back to yester me. I'll see you out there.